Good morning, and thanks everyone for joining us today. I'd like to begin with describing how we got here. Actually, a couple of years ago, Sergeant Spires, in another meeting, suggested the idea of how we could memorialize those fallen heroes who have given the ultimate sacrifice to the citizens of Dayton in public safety service. So what we're here to talk about today is exactly that, and deploying an effort to do exactly that and honor those that have fallen in the line of duty here serving the citizens of Dayton. So what I'd like to do first is welcome Mayor Jeffrey J. Mims, Jr. For some comments.
Good morning. And thank you, Ms. Parlett. On behalf of my colleagues, Commissioner Shaw, Commissioner Joseph, Commissioner Fairchild, Commissioner Turner-Sloss, it is my honor, certainly, to be here to recognize this particular event. As a Vietnam vet myself, I know very well the challenges that families and friends and loved ones have when they have lost a loved one. The aspect of seeing people who do everything they can within their power to protect the citizens who they represent, the citizens who they have pledged and taken an oath to support in terms of life, in terms of safety. So our safety forces relative to fire and also police lay their lives on the line every single day. Every time they go into action to try to protect a burning home and all those residents around that, or to protect the citizens who may be involved in some confrontation or something along those lines, it is a risk. It's a challenge. And we hold our breath, we pray, and we make sure that everyone, humanly possible, comes out of that situation in a position of health and a position of safety. So I am really honored, again, on behalf of my colleagues, to be here to support this movement, to make sure that we have a legacy, a lasting legacy, if you will, for those citizens and those officers, if you will, who have put their lives in harm's way and unfortunately not been able to pick them up. So again, thank you so much. Give credit to my city commission and also to the city manager, as well as assistant city manager Joe Perlette, who's here, Chief Rice, Chief Axel, for all the work that you guys do on a constant basis. And want to make sure you know how much we really, really do appreciate your work. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd now like Sergeant Spires, representing the Fraternal Order of Police, for comments.
Good afternoon. In 2019, Detective George Del Rio was murdered in the line of duty, becoming the 31st Dayton police officer to pay the ultimate sacrifice while serving this city. Shortly after, I was approached by retiree John Sider and asked if there was anything we could do in honor of these men and women. John was a classmate of George's, and I was an FOP executive board member. At the next meeting the FOP had with the city manager's office, I presented the idea of honoring these fallen, and the groundwork was laid out. After that first meeting, we brought fire on board so that we could also honor their fallen. After many meetings and different ideas and designs, we came up with the street sign. I want to thank John Sider for the idea, Steve Grismer for helping with the names of incorrect dates of the fallen, and to Joe Perlette for putting up with me asking every time I saw him for 4 years, any update on my signs? Thank you.
And now Steve Post, representing the IAFF.
Good morning. Firefighters are the embodiment of courage, selflessness, and dedication. Serving on the front lines of impossible conditions, being commanded and expected to bring life out of death and order out of chaos. While the term frontline wasn't popularly applied until recently, the reality is being on the front lines is a part of every action and sacrifice we have sworn to you that we will commit. Because sacrifice is understood as inherent in our profession. Today, we've gathered to honor these brave souls, which in the service of the Dayton Fire Department and the City of Dayton have made the ultimate sacrifice for the community and its citizens. Their sacrifices deserve this recognition and so much more. Moving forward, as you see their names on the signs above our streets, I humbly ask that we remember that sacrifice and honor their legacy by supporting one another, cherishing the lives they work to protect, and upholding the values that they hold dear. And I ask that their bravery inspire us to live with purpose and gratitude. I would be negligent if I didn't mention our fallen brothers and sisters that did not die with their duty boots on, so to speak, but however did succumb to premature deaths caused by exposures to this job. So, to our fallen heroes and their families, we owe a debt of gratitude that can never truly be repaid. However, we will carry their memory in our hearts and their spirit in our actions. Their acts of heroism, both known and unseen, remind us of the power of service and the profound impact that one life can have on many. You will never be forgotten. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve and Jeff. I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment to thank the Division of Civil Engineering, Dave Escobar and John Zielinski, who got us here and will oversee the installation of these signs. I'll call your attention to the map behind me. Beginning on 3rd Street, beginning at the safety building, heading east on 3rd Street, 31 signs representing those police officers who have given the ultimate sacrifice will be installed over the next couple of weeks. And then beginning near the river, fire headquarters made a monument heading south on Main Street. 17 signs will be installed over the next couple of weeks. So with that, I want to thank everyone. First and foremost, thank all of those who will be honored for their service to this community. But thank you all for joining us today. Thank you very much. We could entertain any questions if you like. All right, very good.